What's up, guys? It's Anthony from Switch June. Today I'm bringing you guys a video on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. Today I want to talk to you guys about like the upcoming game and just to get my thoughts out there about it and to give you guys some news in case you haven't heard it. But for the most part, I'll start out with, this game was originally announced back in February 13th and it's supposed to be releasing this July on the 19th. So it's definitely like right around the corner. I feel like it's a perfect timing for the game because it hasn't been out for about 10 years. And the last time I played it, I want to say it was on the Wii, which was Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Actually, I really enjoyed it, man. Like, I've always liked what Marvel has tried to do, especially pertaining to their movies, considering like I always watch their movies because they're really funny sometimes. But as far as like the superheroes, man, like I really, like what they're doing with this game. The stuff I'm seeing, bringing on Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo, considering that, they're known for their franchises, like Dynasty Warriors, Warriors Orochi, Samurai Warriors. So it's definitely a perfect collaboration on that part because, they're very reputable as far as, having their own thing going. But for the most part, like I really like that, they brought somebody on that was, has a reputation for, being able to build these type of games that, Ultimate Alliance 3 is gonna be. But the thing that is also crazy about this game is that it's exclusive to the Switch. So like you can't get it anywhere else, which I think was a really strategic move by Nintendo, considering that this game hasn't come out for a while. So they have exclusive rights to it, meaning like, you know, like you can't get this on the PS4, the Xbox, or PC. Like if you don't have a Switch, you can't play this game, which I think is a really cool feature, man. So I'm actually am kind of thankful, I got a Switch, even if it's for this fact that I could play Ultimate Alliance 3. Like I really like that move by Nintendo, man. But just like a synopsis of the story, I would tell you guys would be like, you team up with friends to prevent a galactic devastation at the hands of the mad cosmic titan Thanos and his ruthless war masters, the Black Order. So basically, like, you have all these different Marvel characters from different universes, like Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Captain America, Thor, Black Panther, Deadpool, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxies. Just like all these different franchises, coming together to fight against this threat known as Thanos. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen Avengers or doesn't even know what that is. But if you don't know who Thanos is, like I would suggest you check out the Avengers franchise. But it's wild, man, because like I was doing some research on it, and it turns out like Ultimate Alliance 2 came out 10 years ago, and then they come up out of nowhere and announce Ultimate Alliance 3. So it's definitely going to be interesting, to see like how they go forward and how, this game really is going to look, because the trailer looks mad crazy, dude. Just like a bunch of chaos going around. Freaking, you seeing all these characters just, fighting each other. You seeing people doing specials, and then getting like some info like day by day. Having different characters announced. Just to give you guys an idea of some characters that got announced. Black Panther. I mean, excuse me, not announced, but that's been revealed so far. So characters that we know that's going to be in the game, meaning they could have released more since then. But from the article that I'm reading from IGN, Black Panther was announced, Black Widow, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Drax, Falcon, Gamora, Hawkeye, Hulk, Miles Morales. If you guys don't know who he is, he actually just had a movie come out. I think it was in like December. Spider-Man into the oh man, I forgot the title. But yeah, he had a Spider-Man movie come out in like December. That was actually really good. I really enjoyed that. You guys know who Ms. Marvel is, Nightcrawler, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Star-Lord, Storm, Thor, Venom. I'm actually really excited to play with Venom, man. Like, when that movie came out in October, I went and saw it with one of my friends. Like, I was really hoping that it would be a good movie, and I actually really enjoyed that movie, man. Like, and I wasn't even like a Venom fan. I was just I'm a Marvel fan. So then I'm like, okay, bet, let me go check this movie out. Turns out being actually really good. Plus, like a lot of the stuff that that Eddie Brock was dealing with having this thing that was inside of him. I totally related to that. So that was kind of cool too. Wasp and Wolverine are also some other characters that have been announced. Another thing too, that when characters are introduced, a pop-up word graphic of the character's name and a description of the character appears. So it's like, if you don't know let's say you don't know who like Spider-Man is, it'll tell you like who he is, and then it'll give like a synopsis or like a brief like introduction of like who he is, but like like a little paragraph. So just something for the new people who don't really know who these characters are. Also, each character brings their own general style of attack and specialties with leveling. Each has 4 different distinct abilities to utilize. So with that, basically like every character doesn't fight the same. Like everybody has something different to bring to the table. So it's like you're not, even though the gameplay of the video is like hack and slash, where you're basically pressing like the same buttons, like everybody doesn't play the same. If that makes any sense. Like, just because you're pressing square, square, square all the time, like it's not gonna feel the same with every single character. Like everybody's gonna bring their own thing to the table. Like Spider-Man isn't gonna play like Venom. Venom's not gonna play like Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon is not gonna play like Star-Lord or Wolverine. Like they all have their own thing that they bring to the table. Also, it says that in the IGN article, it says that characters can level up individually as well, and ability points can improve ability points can improve primary abilities for any given character. So, as like the characters like level up, by 1, or however many the levels increase, you'll also get something called ability points, which can also like, based off of what I'm reading, is like a skill tree. So you can use like different points to acquire like different skill sets. So like for Spider-Man, it might be something to do with like web slinging. With Wolverine, it probably has something to do with like his metal claws, like they get stronger as he get weaker, or just like something like that, different like perks. So that's always something you can look at too. Also, it says that 4 characters are always on the screen at all time. It says even solo or duo players can level 4 characters at once. So that's actually really good too, because it's like you're not just gonna be leveling up one character at a time. Like multiple characters are gonna be leveling up at the same time. So I'm not too sure if you have to switch out the characters to level them up, like to get the same amount of experience. Excuse me. But it's like it seems like you're not gonna have to put in as much work as you would with playing with one character at a time. So that's actually really cool too. Also, it says that there's 2 cameras options. You have the classic, which is similar to like the wide angle view of the game, and then you have heroic, which is like a single player focused camera for up close views. So that's actually kind of cool too. So it's like if you're playing as your favorite superhero, and you don't want to get like, I guess like all 4 characters that that's in your party, like you're probably going to be able to, have like that up close, like role playing feel of, you're able to focus on this single character. So that's really cool too, man. But another thing too is that something called synergy attacks. They're unique ability combos between 2 heroes. Iron Man shoots a unique beam at Captain America. That's a Marvel reference, because in a movie he actually did that, which is kind of funny. But anyway, Iron Man shoots a uni-beam at Captain America's shield, splitting the laser to hit multiple targets, and then Storm creates a cyclone with electricity. So basically, like, when you have these different Marvel characters in your party, they uh, they can have like a special attack that they do together, versus like when they're like individuals. It's like and then you press L and R to trigger it. Now it says when the EX gauge is powered up, so you can measure. You don't just press it. It says the character's portrait flashes and offers a brief window for other characters to join in when played solo. Other characters join in with additional L and R taps. Screen clearing blasts, then hit the enemy, and if all four characters join in, it's an ultimate extreme that generates major damage. So not only, can you not only can you have these extreme attacks trigger with two characters, but multiple characters can actually join in on the attack and make it even more chaotic. So I'm definitely looking forward to what else this game has to offer. But the last thing I would say is that the beginning of the story that we know, it starts on the Milano, which is the shield that the Guardians of the Galaxy use, and the team enters an apparent derelicit Kree warship, encountering Nebula, Ronan the Accuser, and the Black Order's Proxima Midnight. So that's the beginning of the game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I may do another video in the future about it. I'm not too sure. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what this game has to offer the fans, especially the Marvel fans and even the people that are just on the Switch who don't even know what this is. So, as stories continue to come to light, I'll do my best to cover what's available. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys for the next one.